I'd like to talk about the importance of finding your own answers. And I know it can be hard today because a lot of people don't have friends. And the first time they discover a group online, a bunch of guys or a bunch of girls or a political group that sort of says, oh, we understand you. For the first time you can speak and someone's listening to you, unlike your previous relationship or unlike your parents or unlike bosses or whoever else outside of you, whoever else that felt impersonal, that didn't really hear a word you said and didn't see you for what you desperately wanted to say and who you were. I've noticed a lot of groups, especially online, they're comforted by negativity, by victimhood. I really can't see how guys can give up on dreams and aspirations and wanting to get up and try again. And they listen to the negativity just because most of the world online, on social media, shares in this victimhood of,
look at this huge tribe over here where we're all giving up, and you want to chart a course on your own? You think you'll find the answers stoically on your own? Look at the millions of us over here in the comment section, in videos on social media and Instagram on feeds. Look at us all hugging around the campfire of negativity and giving up.
This nihilistic attitude, I've never had it in me. And I've noticed when I've talked to some guys online, they always raised an eyebrow with me because they called me naively optimistic, where I was really trying to find the answer, say, between men and women and why I was having problems with relationships. And every time I sort of said, yeah, I can agree what we see in women and what society expects of us and what society expects of me as a guy and what your parents expect of you, what the church expects of you. But I want to really talk about myself, who I am. I was always interested in making the problems and issues I was trying to get through and understand three-dimensional so I can see them from other people's point of view, especially if I'm trying to relate to other people. I'm trying to solve an interrelational problem between, me and something or someone else. And even if it was like me and a hobby, like me and a drawing, how to approach it? How do I approach videos? How do I approach cameras and audio gear and things of that nature? How can I dance with them, meet them halfway so I can actually do something with them, if that makes sense? And whenever people are so nihilistic where they say, well, here's the solution, human. The solution to your problem? It's this cookie cutter, give up, there's no point. Even if you get a happy relationship, even if you get a good job, even if you get a good life, it'll end anyway. Life is short. There's no answers. There's only the grave at the end. And even if you get a short amount of time with the girl, she's never yours, apparently. That's the cliche in the dating advice online. Even if you have a year or 2 or 3 of happiness with somebody, because it might change later, because it might end in one form or fashion, because it was never a Hollywood permanency from the beginning of your adult life till the end of your adult life, like a Hollywood movie, then what's the point? It wasn't real because it didn't last forever and every day wasn't a perfect game show of happiness. And there's just a lack of perspective in that for me. It's not what happens in the real world. You have moments where it's flat. Think about your own life. Are you happy every day? Are you happy all the time when you're single? Are you happy all the time when you're with someone? I feel like a lot of people in the dating sphere online are one-dimensional when they discuss relationships. They don't want to look at it from another point of view. They approach talking about relationships and dating and wanting to get things out of life from I'm a good person, my life is good, let's work everything out that I'm looking at externally from me. I'm good. Everyone should just automatically love me because I'm a neutral, nice kind of guy. My battery's low, apparently. And this victimhood, this perfect love me no matter what I'm like, both in men and women online, they've just become as bad as each other in a lot of spheres. They're both so woke that they're talking from a victim mentality, and I just can't subscribe to it. I just can't. I can't talk with them, and I can't be reasonable, and I can't get to solutions because for them, they're the perfect solution, and the world and women or men or someone else they're trying to get isn't giving them what they should have or what they think they're owed because they see themselves as perfect. Now, if you like videos like this, share it with someone. And also, if you want, join the channel, subscribe, and leave your comments down below if you have anything to say on this topic. Let's get back to the video. So where's the solution? Well, for me, it's get up, try again, like in the last video I made. I have gotten so many nice victories in my life, and I've gotten what I wanted because I tried. And no matter what people's stats say, no matter how people give up and say, well, I sit inert in life and I'm always knocked down and nothing ever good happens to me, I would say, well, have you ever tried just a bit? Have you ever stubbornly tried to get what you want, gotten up, gone for a run, caught up with a friend, or done something, written that book, painted that picture, written that music, played that guitar, look for another job, whatever it might be? Have you taken the most tepid and shallow, small step towards something that's better than this? And usually it's like, well, I'm sitting here and nothing good happens to me. But if you put in a little bit of effort, it's the best chance. Who was it? I think it was Bertolt Brecht or somebody said something akin to, he who tries may fail, but he who doesn't try has already failed. And I just can't subscribe to giving up. Call me delusional, but almost everything people will point to in my life regarding the skill I've developed, things I'm good at, good things in life I've gotten, almost all of it is due to effort, consistency, and aiming for something and doing it over time. Very, very little. I can't think of anything that was luck. Like, oops, I'm not fat. Oops, I've paid off my house. Oops, Stephanie moved across the world to be with me. Like, nothing is an accident. All of those, the moments in between, required effort and some conscious, recoverable, calculated risk to get something that was worth it. And if it didn't, I had my shot. And then I would have a good story afterwards, or B, I would learn something. But I see too many examples of success stories in life, people around me, and when I talk to them, that they keep pushing in that direction intelligently, and they do get good results, and they do get good victories, and they get those things that many people who are so nihilistic online say is impossible. And then when you get them and you say, no, this wasn't luck. A lot of the things in my life were skill-based, and I did fail and they weren't perfect, but a lot of you guys don't want to fail once. A lot of people don't want to try again. And again, I'm not perfect and I'm not bragging. I've just got a very ordinary, simple life. But all I will say in my kind of what some of you guys will see as naive stubbornness, I don't like being told what to do, which is why I think MGTOW back in the day spoke to me. It was a very individual, singular philosophical path by which I could make my own ethics up and discover what I wanted to do and who I was and how I wanted to live, things like that. At the end of the day, I go by the edict of I am who I say I am. And I don't care what anyone says or what stats you throw at me. I'll say that again. I am who I say I am. I'm just so tired of this cult of giving up and this cult of victimhood. If you are genuinely a victim of bad luck, I'll reasonably agree with you. But so much of it online is just, I'm just tired of how people should just love you for who you are inside, ladies and gentlemen. No, your mother might if you're lucky, but the majority of people won't. Your friends won't even be around you unless you have something compatible and a good side of you that they want to be around. I hope you got something out of this. Comments below, let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. I hope this fridge, although this microphone's actually pretty good at maybe not picking up everything.